show here on your Lake Country Leader Y100.5. We're having a good time this morning as we roll through this Wednesday, and it's time for my wife come here to talk about insurance things. And you know, I went outside a while ago, Sonia, and I counted 6 different drivers driving by that were either on their phone, looking at their phone, whatever they were doing. They were on their phone, 6 different people going by. A law was put into effect September the 1st saying you cannot text and drive. And the first ticket's $25, up to $99. Second ticket is a $200 fine. And if you get caught, if you cause bodily injury or death, it's up to a $40,000 fine and 1 year in jail. Yeah,
this new law is a bit controversial because of the how is it going to be enforced question. However, I think that, you know, anything that will deter distracted driving, and texting and driving is one form of distracted driving, but as we know, you know, that is one of the leading causes of accidents is car accidents is distracted driving. And so I was glad to see the law pass, because if it just keeps one person from texting and driving and you know, looking down at their phone, and if it keeps one person from doing that and to avoid an accident, it's worth it. So,
you know, the number one thing I saw on the list said that eating and driving was the number one cause of accidents was eating and driving. And kids, distraction of kids are number 2 in the car. You know, I mean, my thing is on the texting and driving and the phone thing, is it going to be hard to enforce it? How are they going to prove it?
Well, I've heard a lot of comments about that, and honestly, I'm not sure. I think if the police officer sees you texting, sees you looking down at your phone, then that's where they're going to be able to prove it. I think the important thing is the last thing you mentioned when you were talking about the fines. If you are on your phone and you cause an accident, and it's proven you were on your phone and you caused bodily injury to someone else, you could go to jail. And so that's what, you know, regardless of the ticket price, of anything else, you know, first of all, nobody wants to look back and know that they caused somebody else to be hurt because they just couldn't wait to look down at their phone. Nobody wants that to happen. But second of all, it hopefully will make people take more responsibility when they are driving, knowing that if they hurt someone as a result of looking down at their phone, that they could actually go to jail for that. And that's pretty, you know, if that doesn't keep you from doing it, I don't know what would.
On the insurance aspect of it, let's say you do cause an accident or something like that. Can the insurance company come back and say, look, you know, it's not our fault that you were on your phone and you know, you caused the accident?
No, as of right now, at least that hasn't been introduced. That's, you know, why you have car insurance is if you have an accident, and you don't, an accident is something that you don't do on purpose, you know, and so that's why you carry it. But so, you know, yeah, your insurance company will defend you and pay on your behalf if you're liable up to the limit on your policy for liability if something happens. But again, nobody wants it to get to that point. I think that's the whole point of just when you're driving, that should be all you're doing. Drive, pay attention, try not to be distracted by the kids in the back seat, etc., so that you can get from point A to point B safely and nobody gets hurt, you don't hurt anybody else, and insurance rates don't go up because of accidents and, you know, all that string of events that can happen when you do have an accident.
Should people probably talk to you all about their insurance limits, possibly with people hitting them, you know, from distracted driving?
Well, I think it's always a good idea to review your limits and just talk to you. What really will surprise people is how little it costs to increase your liability limit. It's just not a huge cost. And just think about the prices of vehicles, how much they're going up. Where at one time, you know, the average cost of a vehicle was $20,000, and of course that's nothing now. So you just want to make sure that your limits are high enough that you're comfortable with. Mm-hmm. So just if you want to talk to us about it, we'd love for you to just give us a call at 940-549-2525. You can come see us on the 2nd floor of the Sierra Bank building, or visit us at www.bryanins.com.
So go check it out at Bryan Insurance Agency, one of our great sponsors, and we're glad to have them along. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I guess I'll see you at lunch today. You know?
Sounds good.
And we got a Lions Club coming up.